Okay, in the previous class we learned about the introduction of this lesson, that is human eye and colorful world. What are the terms we learned in the previous class? First, lens, human eye function. Human eye works on which function? Sensation of vision. And what are the parts arranged in the human eye? Lens and retina. And after that, what we have discussed, least distance of distinct vision. How much? That is 25 centimeter, and it varies from age to age, person to person also. For the younger people who have below 10 years, what is the least distance vision of distinct vision for the people? 7 to 8 centimeter. So for that value, for older people, that increases to 1 to 2 meter. And also we learned about the angle of vision. What is the angle of human being? Angle of vision for human being 60 degree. So these are the things we learned in the previous class, and we raised some questions. What is that? Why do the values of least distance of distinct vision and angle of vision change with the person and age? What is the reason for that? That means here we have already discussed least distance of distinct vision also changing for person to person and age to age, and same way angle of vision also changing for person to person and age to age also changing. What is the reason for that? To answer the above question, we need to understand the structure of eye and functioning. So if you want to understand those, we have to understand first structure of human eye. This is the structure of human eye. What are the parts here? Iris, pupil, aqueous humor, lens, ciliary muscles, retina, and cornea, and this one is optic nerve. These are the parts, and let us discuss with the human eye clearly. The human eye is one of the most important sense organs. It enables us to see the objects and colors around us. Everybody is saying what is the most part in our body means everybody says, almost all people says human eye. But remember one thing, in one cinema, Telugu cinema, Raja the Great, that person only saying what is the most important part in his body means brain. Okay, so it changes to person based on their mentality. So figure 3 shows schematically on the basic components of human eye. The eyeball is nearly spherical in shape. The front portion is more sharply curved and is covered by it is covered by transparent protective membrane called cornea. Okay, so here the eyeball is nearly in a spherical shape. This is called here eyeball, and it is in which shape? Almost this is in the spherical shape, and it is in the curved shape in front of the eyeball. This is the curved shape, you can observe clearly here, and this part is cornea. And next one, cornea, it is the portion which is visible from outside. So what is the part we are able to see from outside means that is cornea. We are able to see the cornea from the outside, which contains in the eyeball. It is the portion which is visible from outside. Behind the cornea there is a place filled with a liquid called aqueous humor, and behind the crystalline lens which is responsible for the image formation. Okay, and behind the cornea some part is there. This part is empty part, and it is filled with the aqueous humor. It is filled with the aqueous humor here. This part is cornea, and behind the cornea some part is there, some vacant part is there, and this part is filled with the aqueous humor, and another part is there, that is lens fixed to this aqueous humor, which causes to image formation in our eye. Between the aqueous humor and the lens we have a muscular diaphragm called iris, which has a small hole in its called pupil. Iris is the colored part that we see, and see in an eye. So behind the lens the retina is arranged, and for this lens another part is arranged here, iris, and we can see some small part, that is people fixed to this lens between the aqueous humor and retina. The lens is fixed for this lens, and some part we can see that is called pupil. This is about the structure of the human eye, that means eyeball. The pupil appears black because any light falling on it goes into the eye, and there is almost no chance of light coming back to the outside. Iris helps in controlling the amount of light entering the eye through the pupil. So here the pupil appears black. So pupil, where is the pupil? Here the pupil is there, and this is appears in which color? Pupil appears in which color? Black color. What is the reason for black color? Means if any light is enter into the pupil, if any light ray is enters into the pupil, there is no chance to come back from the pupil, and that's why this is appears in the black color. And we can see these black holes like in the astronomical physics. So in the black holes are in this universe. That means what is the reason to appear it in black color? Means if anything else enters into the black hole, they cannot come back, and that's why those are appearing in the black color. And we can see in the night time the sky we can see. So that means any light is not entering into our eyes from the sky. That's why we are able to see the sky in the black color, and the light rays coming from the stars and moon we are able to see. So that's why what is the reason for pupil appearing in the black color? Means we can say if any light rays entering into the pupil, it cannot, there is no chance to come back. That's why the pupil is appearing in the black color. And iris helps in controlling the amount of light. And the next part is iris. What is the duty of iris? It is controlling the light. It is controlling the light entering into our eyes. In low light condition, the iris makes the pupil to expand so that more light is allowed to go into. The case of bright or excess light condition, it makes the pupil contract and thereby prevent the excess light not go into eye. Thus, iris enables the pupil acts as a variable aperture for entry of light into the eye. Iris makes the pupil. There is a relationship between the iris and pupil, and that is variation of aperture. Variation we can say this one, variation aperture. The relationship between these two, variation aperture. Because what is the duty of iris here? Controlling the, what is the duty of iris here? Controlling the light rays. If we enter into the dark room, what you will do? If you enter into the dark room, immediately what you will do? You will open your eyes with expanding. That means we are trying to see the objects which are in the dark room. So on that time, the iris makes the pupil. Iris makes the pupil to enter the more light into the pupil. So on that time, we are able to see the objects in the dark room. By controlling, who is controlling the pupil? Iris. How it is controlling? By entering, by giving the entry to the light in the more intensity. At the same time, while we are coming out from the dark room to the light room. So if you are staying in the dark room, after coming out to the sunlight, what you will do? Close your eyes. We are closing our eyes. That means here iris again controlling the pupil to close our eyes, and it makes the dark some low light entering into the pupil, and that's why we are able to see the light and objects. The lens is hard in the middle and gradually becomes soft towards the outer edge. The light that enters into the eye forms an image on the retina. The distance between the lens and retina is about 2.5 centimeter. For any position of an object in front of the eye, image distance is fixed and about 2.5 centimeters. What is the distance between retina and lens? So the distance between the here 2.5, the distance between retina and lens. The distance between retina and lens here, how much means 2.5 centimeter. 2.5 centimeter, the distance between the lens and retina. And where the image is forming on in the eye means the image is forming on in the eye. Image forms on the retina. Image forms on the retina. On retina. Image forms on the retina. And here the lens. Where is the lens? Here the lens is here, and it is the lens is in the middle hard. In the lens. What about the lens here? The lens in the middle. In the middle it is hard. In the middle it is hard, and it is going to the edges. It will be soft. It will be soft. And here we have two parts. Lens. We are discussing about the relationship between the lens and retina. The distance between the lens and retina is approximately 2.5 centimeter, and the lens is hard in the middle, and it will go. We are going to the edges, and it will be in the soft position. So, if any position of object, if you are seeing any object from which position, almost the image is formed with the distance of 2.5 centimeter only. How can we get this image, same image distance for various positions of the object? For example, now we are seeing the board from this distance, and if you go there and go the distance, but you are seeing this board easily, and how it is possible to form the image with the 2.5 centimeter distance? Let us try to learn. Can you answer this question using the concept of refraction through the lenses? So if you want to know this, first we have to remember refraction on the lens. Which lens converges the light rays? Convex lens converges the light rays, and concave lens diverges the light rays. If you know about the lenses, we can learn it is. In the previous chapter, we have learned that for different positions of object, the image distance remains constant. Only when there is a change in the focal length of the lens. Further, the focal length of lens depends on the material by which it has been made and radius of curvature. And in the previous chapter, we have already learned different positions of object. If you are taking the different positions of object, the image is formed only one place due to focal length of the lens. There is no change in the focal length of the lens. Further, focal length depends on the material. So, focal length depends on which thing means material. The material. Focal length depends on the made by the material. Depends on the material which is used to make the lens. Which is used to make the lens. Focal length depends on the material, and material by which it has been made of radius of curvature of lens. We need to change the focal length of eye lens to get the same image distance for various positions of the object in front of the eye. This is only possible when the eye lens is able to change its state. So here we have already discussed. If we are seeing any object from any other different position, the image is formed only in the distance of 2.5 centimeter. That means who is doing that duty here? That means here by changing the focal length of the lens only it is possible to form the image only at one place. So how does eye lens change its focal length? Now who is changing the eye lens focal length? Anybody is changing there? How does this change take place in the eyeball? How it is changing? Who is changing the position of the eye lens focal length of the eye lens, and how it is changing? Let us know. The ciliary muscle to which the eye lens is attached helps the eye lens to change its focal length by changing the radius of curvature of the eye. Who is helping for the eye lens to change its position means ciliary muscles. Ciliary muscles are helping. Ciliary muscles are helping to change for the eyelids to change its focal length and radius of curvature. When the eye is focused on a distant object, the ciliary muscles are relaxed so that focal length of eyelids has its maximum value, which is equal to the distance from the retina. The parallel rays coming into the eye are then focused on to the retina and we see the object clearly. When the eyes are focused on the distance object, if you are seeing the distance object and the eyelids and ciliary muscles are relaxed so that it is able to see the object clearly, and the eyelids, the focal length of the eyelids is maximum and the object is at distance. When the object is at distance and the ciliary muscles are relaxed, the ciliary muscles are relaxed and focal length is maximum. Focal length will be in maximum. Okay. And next one. The parallel rays coming into the eye are then focused on the retina and we see the object clearly. When the eye is focused on a closer object, the ciliary muscles are strained and focal length for eyelids decreased. The ciliary muscles adjust the focal length in such a way that the image is formed on retina. We see the object clearly. When the eye is focused on a closer object, what is happening? When the eye is focused on a closer object, the object will be strained. The eyelids, the ciliary muscles will be in strain and the focal length will be minimum. This is, we have already discussed about this in the previous class while we are seeing the book by keeping moving the book very closer to our eyes. That means our eyes will be in strain, so that another time we are not able to see the things. So here also, when the object is closer, the eye will be strained and the focal length of the eyelids is minimum. This process of adjusting focal length is called accommodation, and each time here the object is distant and the object is closer also. In these two cases also we are able to see the object, and this process is called accommodation. This process is called accommodation. In the both cases we are able to see the object. The object is in distance also we are seeing the object here. When the object is closer also we are seeing the object. But here only two changes. Here in the object is in distance, the ciliary muscles are relaxed and the focal length is maximum. When the object is closer, the ciliary muscles are in strain and the focal length is minimum. In these both cases, we are able to see the object by this position. The changing position is called accommodation. However, these muscles cannot strain beyond a limit, and hence, if the object is brought too close to eyes, the focal length cannot be adjusted to form an image on the retina. Thus, there is a minimal distance for distinct vision of an object which is roughly equal to 25 centimeters, as we have learned in activity 1. So, everything can have a limit. Everybody has a limit. So, our patients also have a limit. Our therapy also having some limit, and here also same. For the ciliary muscles, arrangement of eyelids is also same. It contains some limit. So that means if you are seeing the book very close to our eyes, we are not able to read those. That means on that time the image of the letters are not falling on the retina. So on that time we are not able to see. That means we are crossing the limit of the focal length. On that time it is not able to adjust the form of image on the retina. Does eyelids forms a real image or virtual image? So here we are discussing the image is forming on the retina and which type of image, the real image or virtual image. How does the image formed on the retina help us to perceive the object without changing its shape, size and color? So how does the image is forming on the retina? So here we have discussed the image is forming on the retina, and the image contains which color the object contains, that color only forms in the form of image on the retina. How it is possible? Let us know. The eyelids forms a real and inverted image on the object on the retina. So the eyelids forms which type of image? The eyelids forms which type of image? Real and inverted image. The eyelids forms real and inverted image on the retina. Just now only the question is raised. What the answer for that? The eye lens is forming real and inverted image on the retina. The retina is a delicate membrane which contains about 125 million receptors. Is called rods and cones. The retina contains membrane, liquid membrane. It contains membrane, and the retina contains membrane, and which contains 125 million nerves are there. Those are rods and cones. Those are rods and cones which receive the light signal. Cones identify the color and rods identify the intensity of light. So here rods identify the color and cones identify the intensity of light. Okay. These signals are transmitted to the brain through 1 million optic nerves. The brain interprets the signals and finally processes the information so that we perceive the object in terms of its shape, size and color. So here when the light falls on the rods and cones and it is transferring the data from the optic nerve. How many optic nerve will be there? Means 1 million. The data is transferring from the rods and cones to the optic nerves to the brain by using the 1 million optic nerve. In our previous the brain interprets the signals and finally processes the information so that we perceive the object in terms of its shape, size and color. After transferring the data by the rods and cones with the optic nerve towards the brain, and the brain will explain himself and it will process the data. Which size and which color. In our previous discussion we have learned that eye lens as itself changes its focal length and accordance with the distance of the object and with the help of the ciliary muscles. Until now we are discussing about the ciliary muscles. So if the object is in distance, if the object is closer to our eye, the image is forming on the retina only. If not, what will happen? Is there any limit to change the focal length of the eye lens? And we have just now only before this we have already discussed, if you bring the textbook towards very close to our eyes, we are not able to see the letters which are printed on the page. So on the time what is happening here, that in the distance also we are able to see the object clearly, and if the object is closer also we are able to see the object, but the ciliary muscles will strain and everything has a limit, and here also the same limit contains the focal length to change by the ciliary muscles. Is there any limit for the ciliary muscles? What are the maximum and minimum focal length of the eye lens? Let us find out. How can we find them? So what are the maximum and minimum focal length of the eye lens? Let us try to find out. When the object is at infinity, the parallel rays from the object falling on the eye lens are refracted and they form a point-sized image on the retina. When the object is at infinity, if an object is at first draw a eyeball, and this is an eyeball, and the object is at infinity, and the light rays are coming parallel, the light rays are coming parallel to the object, and this is the eye lens, and after this is the eye lens, and after instant the light rays on the lens, and it will converges at one point on the retina. After one point on the retina, and the image formed on the retina. So these are the light rays, parallel light rays. When the object is at infinity, the light rays will fall on the retina. So here, what is the object distance? Object distance u equals to, in the first case, In the first case, object distance u equals to how much? Infinity, and we are taking always object distance is in negative value. And another value, what is that? F, object distance, and v is image distance, is the distance between the retina and lens. How much? 2.5 centimeters. And we can solve this by using the lens formula. 1 by f equals to 1 by u plus 1 by 1 by v minus 1 by u. So 1 by f equals to 1 by v means what? 1 by 2.5 minus 1 by u means infinity. So f equals to 1 by f equals to what? 1 by 2.5, and this is the f value. F value equals to how much here? 2.5. F equals to 2.5 centimeter. When the object is at infinity, the parallel rays are coming from the object and it falls on the lens, eye lens. After falling on the eye lens, and it is focusing at one point, that is on the retina, the object is forming on the, and here the f is maximum value. F maximum equals to 2.5 centimeter, focal length of the object. And the next one, consider that an object is placed at distance of 25 centimeter from our eye. In situation I as minimum focal length. I now minimum focal length, and find out if an object is. First take another eyeball. Take another eyeball. When the object is kept here, then the least distance of distinct vision how much? 25 centimeter. And the light rays are coming from these, and the light rays are coming from the object, and the light rays are coming from the object after incident on the lens. After incident on the lens, it will focus at one point. It focuses at one point, and here also same. It forms the image on the retina. It forms the image on the retina. And what is the object distance here? Object distance u equals to how much? 25 centimeter. Object distance is equal to u equals to minus 25 centimeters. And image distance also here also same. V equals to how much? 2.5 centimeter. Image distance also same here. 2.5 centimeter. By using the lens formula, what is the lens formula? 1 by f equals to 1 by v minus 1 by u. 1 by v minus 1 by u. 1 by f means 1 by f equals to how much? 1 by v. 1 by means how much? 2.5. 2.5. And here u object distance plus 1.25. 1 by 25, and 1 by f equals to, make the LCM here. 25 will be the LCM. 25, and here 2.5, 10, 2.5 to 10 plus, and here 25 on 1, 11 by 25. 11 by 25, and 1 by f equals to how much? 25. 11 by 25 means, so 1 by f equals to 11 by 25. That means f equals to we can say 25 by 11. 11 means we can say 11 1 11 2 22, and how much remaining? 3 remaining again. 0.11 2 22, and how much remaining? 7 11 7 77, and this is the focal length. F minimum equals to how much? 2.27 centimeter. F minimum equals to 2.27 centimeter, and this is about the structure of human eye. If the position of an object is between infinity and the point of least distance of distinct vision, then the eye lens adjusts its focal length in between 2.5 centimeters to 2.27 centimeter to form a clear image on the retina. So here we have discussed about the two situations. In the first situation, the object is at infinity and the second on the time the focal length is how much 2.5 centimeter, and the second situation the object is at least distance, and the focal length is F minimum is how much 2.27 centimeter. So when the object is at infinity and between the infinity and least distance of distinct region, the focal length is changing its value, the iris is changing its focal length value from 2.25 centimeters to focal length value changing from 2.5 centimeter to 2.27 centimeter, 2.2 centimeter to 2.27 centimeter. The ability of eyelens to change focal length is called accommodation of lens. What happens if the eyelens is not able to adjust its focal length? So in case if the focal length eyelens is not able to adjust its focal length, earlier we have discussed if you bring very textbook very close to our eyes and we are not able to those letters, so on that time what we have to do? What happens if the focal length of eye lens beyond the range of 2.5 centimeters to 2.27 centimeters? What is the range of eye lens focal length? 2.5 centimeters to 2.27 centimeters. If the focal length is beyond the 2.5 centimeters and 2.27 centimeters, what will happen? Let us find out. On that time, does the image forms on the retina or not? And let us find out. Let us discuss in the next. First here, structure of the human eye, and these are the this is the structure of eyeball, iris, pupil, aqueous humor. This one is cornea and this one is optic nerve. How many optic nerves are transferring the data from the cones and rods? 1 million optic nerves are taking the data. Where is the image is forming? On the retina. And what is the distance between the lens and retina? 2.5 centimeters. Which is controlling the eye lens? Ciliary muscles are controlling the eye lens. And here, cornea, pupil is in which color? Black color, because it cannot, if any light is falling on the pupil, it cannot come back. And iris, who is controlling the pupil? Iris, controlling the light which is in our high intensity and which is low intensity. It is controlling the light intensity to enter into the eye. That is called variation aperture. And image is forming on where? On the retina, image is forming. Focal length depends on the material, which is on which the material, by using which material the object is made. And ciliary muscles, distance. If the object is at distance, the ciliary muscles are relaxed and the focal length is maximum. If the objects are closer, the ciliary muscles are strained. We have already discussed that if you bring the textbook very close to our eyes, we feel some pain. And focal length is minimum. And which type of image falls on the retina means real and inverted image falls on the retina. So in membrane, how many objects are there? Means 125 million nerves are there. Those are rods and cones. Rods duty is identify the color, and cones duty is identify the intensity. So when the object is at infinite distance, the focal length is maximum, that is 2.5 centimeter, and the object is at least distance region, the focal length is minimum, that is 2.27 centimeters. If the eye lens is changing its focal length between 2.5 centimeters to 2.27 centimeters only, this is the maximum value, this is the minimum value. If it is focal length value is higher than 2.5 centimeters and lower than the 2.27 centimeters, what will happen? Does the image forms on the retina or not? Let us learn in the next class.